the old man sat alone at the dinner table. His son had eaten in his room. His daughter said she wasn't hungry. His wife had gone out and hadn't returned. Even the housemaid rolled her eyes when she served his food. No one wanted to sit beside him anymore. Just 2 months ago, things were different. Chief Otunbo was the richest man in 3 states. He had houses, cars, and a chain of businesses. His face was in the newspapers. His family loved him. His friends praised him. His children boasted about him at school. Then, one morning, Chief Otunbo told everyone he was broke. He called a family meeting and said, "There's a problem. We've lost everything. My account is empty. We have to manage now." He wasn't dressed in his usual fine clothes. He wore an old brown shirt and bathroom slippers. His hair was rough. His voice was slow. At first, his wife, Remy, laughed. "Stop joking, Otunbo." "I'm serious," he said. Her face changed. "How? You had money yesterday." "It's all gone," he said. She looked at him the way you look at a stranger begging by the road. The next day, she packed half her clothes and left the house. She said she was going to her sister's place. She never came back. Chief Otunbo's son, Dayo, was 18. His daughter, Lara, was 16. They stopped talking to him as they used to. Dayo locked himself in his room most of the time. Lara complained about everything. Food, light, clothes. "Why don't you go and find another job or something?" Dayo asked one day. "I'm still thinking," Chief Otunbo replied. "Thinking won't feed us," Dayo said and slammed his door. The only person who still sat with him, still greeted him with a smile, was the driver, Musa. Musa had worked with Chief Otunbo for 10 years. He now helped with small errands around the house. One evening, Chief Otunbo sat outside swatting mosquitoes. Musa came out and brought him a plate of beans. "You shouldn't be the one serving me," Chief Otunbo said. "I don't mind," Musa replied. "You know I don't have money anymore," Chief Otunbo said. "I didn't work for you because of money," Musa said. "You helped my family when my wife was sick. I didn't forget." Chief Otunbo's eyes watered. "You're the only one that stayed," he said. Musa smiled. "Rain doesn't wash away real friendship, sir." Chief Otunbo nodded. He now wore the same shirt every 3 days. His phone was quiet. The gate rarely opened. But there was something no one knew. Chief Otunbo was not really broke. He only wanted to see who loved him without his money. And now he was seeing clearly. The last thing she said to him was, "I can't suffer with you." That night, Remy walked out with her silver suitcase. Her heels clicked on the marble floor. She didn't look back. She didn't even tell the children she was leaving. The next morning, Lara asked, "Where's Mommy?" Chief Otunbo said, "She went to her sister's place." Lara's face went cold. "She didn't tell me anything." "She was in a hurry," he replied. Lara didn't say more. But from that day, she stopped sitting in the living room. She ate her food in her room and stopped asking her father anything. Dayo didn't ask about his mother. He only asked one question. "Is it true she left because we're broke?" Chief Otunbo nodded slowly. "Typical," Dayo said, then walked away. A week passed, no calls from Remy, no messages. But Chief Otunbo knew where she was. He had once followed her quietly. She was not at her sister's place. She was in a hotel with another man. The man drove a red Jeep. He wore gold chains and had a loud laugh. Chief Otunbo stood across the street and watched them come out of the lobby. Remy was laughing too, holding the man's hand, like a girl on her wedding day. Chief Otunbo didn't cry. He didn't speak. He just turned around and walked home. When he got back, the lights were off in the hallway. Dio was on the phone in the corner whispering. Lara was scrolling on her tablet. He passed them quietly. The house, once full of music and noise, was now silent like a grave. Only Musa still smiled. That night, Musa knocked on his door and entered with a bottle of cold water. "I saw Madam today," Musa said. Chief Otunbo looked at him. "You did?" "Yes, she was with someone." "I know," he said. "Are you okay?" "Number. But I will be." They sat in silence for a while. Then Chief Otunbo asked, "If it were you and your wife left you when you said you were broke, what would you do?" Musa thought for a long time. "I thank God I saw her true face before I died," he said. Chief Otunbo chuckled, the first laugh in days. "Maybe you're right," he said. The next morning, he did something strange. He called his lawyer and gave him instructions. "Start the process," he said. "Are you sure, sir?" the lawyer asked on the phone. "I've never been more sure." When he ended the call, he looked around the empty room. No pictures of Remy anymore. No sign of family love. Only truth remained. And the truth was, they only loved his money. "Why is this man always sitting in the parlor?" Lara whispered to her brother. Dio didn't respond. He was busy texting on his phone. Chief Otunbo sat right there hearing them. He looked at the TV, pretending not to notice. But he heard everything. This man. Not daddy, not dad, not even Baba. Just this man. He had raised them, paid their school fees, bought them everything they asked for. Now, because he wore slippers and sat quietly, with no driver waiting outside, he had become this man. That night, he ate alone again. The food was cold. Even the housemaid didn't bother to ask if he wanted more. After dinner, he walked to Dio's room. He knocked once. "Who is it?" Dio asked. "It's me," he said. "What do you want?" "I just wanted to check on you." "I'm fine," Dio replied through the closed door. "Can I rest now?" Chief Otunbo didn't argue. He just walked away. He then stood at Lara's door. She was on a call with her friend. "Yes, it's so annoying. He just sits there like he owns the house," she said. He didn't knock. He went outside instead, into the night air. Musa was washing the old car by the gate. He turned when he saw him. "Sir, you're not sleeping yet?" "I couldn't." Musa put down the rag and came closer. "Something bothering you?" "They call me this man now." Musa's face fell. "Your own children?" "Yes." Musa didn't speak right away. Then he said, "You once told me you were testing them." "Yes." "You've seen the results now." Chief Otunbo nodded. "I was thinking," he said, "if I died today, they would cry like I was the best father in the world. But now that I'm alive, they treat me like I'm nothing." Musa looked at him with pity. People always love the rich version of someone, not the real person. Chief Otunbo looked at the sky. It was cloudy. The moon was hiding. "I'm not angry," he said. "I just feel empty." "You're not empty, sir," Musa said. "You're just clearing out the lies." Chief Otunbo thought about that. "Thank you, Musa." They both stood in silence, listening to the frogs croaking in the gutter. The next morning, things got worse. Lara asked, "When will this man get a job?" Dio replied, "Maybe he wants us to beg on the streets first." Chief Otunbo walked past him like he didn't hear, but his chest was heavy. Still, he stayed quiet. He was waiting for the right time, and that time was coming. It rained hard that day. Chief Otunbo had gone to visit a friend who used to call him chairman. But when he reached the man's office, the secretary said, "He's not around." he saw the man inside through the glass window. On his way home, his clothes got soaked, his slippers broke. Still, he walked. When he finally reached his gate, it was locked. He knocked. No answer. He knocked again. After some minutes, the gate opened a little. Dio stood there. "Why didn't you take an umbrella?" Dio asked coldly. "I didn't expect the rain." Dio looked behind him. "We don't have space for wet clothes inside." "It's my house." "You said you're broke. It's not your house anymore." Chief Otunbo stared at him, rain dripping from his hair, down his face. Dio walked away and left the gate open. He stepped in slowly. He didn't go inside. He sat under the small shade near the kitchen. Musa came out with a towel and dry clothes. "Sir, go and change." "I'm fine here," Chief Otunbo said. "Please, sir." Musa helped him change in the small boy's quarters, then brought him a hot cup of tea. "Don't mind the boy," Musa said. "He's still growing." "No," Chief Otunbo said. "He's old enough to know what is right." Later that night, he heard laughter in the living room, music, loud voices. He walked in. Dio and Lara were eating pizza and drinking soda. Lara looked up. "Oh, he's here." Dio didn't even look. "Where did you get money for this?" Chief Otunbo asked. "Mom sent it," Lara said. "She told us not to disturb you anymore," Dio added. "So now you listen to her?" Dio stood up. "She didn't abandon us. You did." Chief Otunbo was quiet. Then Lara said, "You used to be a great man. Now you're just here. Just here." He walked back to his room, but he didn't sleep. At 2 a.m., he opened the metal box under his bed. Inside were papers, documents, secret files. He looked through them one by one. Bank accounts, land papers, business shares, all still in his name, all untouched. He smiled. He had seen enough. Now it was time to begin the real plan, not to punish, but to separate truth from noise. The gold watch was a gift from his late father. He never wore it anymore, but he kept it in a small red box under his pillow. One morning, the box was gone. Chief Otunbo searched quietly. He didn't ask anyone yet, just walked from room to room, checking. Then he heard them laughing in the kitchen. "It's just an old watch," Lara said. "It got us 25,000, Dio replied. Chief Otunbo entered slowly. "What watch?" They froze. "The one under my pillow," he said. Silence. "You sold it?" he asked. "We needed money," Dio said. "You should have asked." "You said you're broke," Lara said. "We're just trying to help ourselves." "That watch was your grandfather's," he said. Dio shrugged. "He's dead. We're alive." Something broke inside Chief Otunbo at that moment. Not anger, not sadness, something colder. He didn't raise his voice. He just said, "Okay." He turned around and left the kitchen. Later that day, Musa came to check on him. "Sir, I heard what happened." "It's fine." "No, sir, it's not. It was just a watch," Chief Otunbo said. Musa sat beside him. "You don't look fine." "I'm tired." "Then rest, sir. Let them show their full face. Don't stop the test now." Chief Otunbo nodded. That night, he wrote a letter and placed it inside his wardrobe. It said, "If I die today, don't cry for me. You already showed me how little I meant when I was alive." He didn't plan to die, but he wanted to remember what it felt like to be treated like a ghost. The next day, he told Musa to drive him to his old office. He was dressed poorly as usual. At the gate, the new security man didn't recognize him. "Who are you looking for?" the man asked. "I used to own this building," he said. The man laughed. "That's a good one, Baba." He didn't argue. He just walked back to the car. Inside, he told Musa, Start making calls. Quietly. Call my lawyer. Call the company heads. I'm ready? Musa nodded. What should I tell them? Tell them the lion is awake again. On Saturday morning, balloons were hanging on the gate. Music speakers were being set up. The house was busy. Chief Otunbo sat outside watching. Nobody told him anything. The cake arrived by 2 p.m. 3 layers, blue and gold. On it was written, Happy Birthday, Daddy. But nobody called him to come and cut it. It wasn't for him, it was for Dio. Even though his father had never missed a single one of his birthdays since he was a boy, this time Dio didn't even greet him. Chief Otunbo sat outside in the sun, holding a small bottle of water. Guests arrived, teenagers, friends, neighbors, even Remy came with the man in the red jeep. She wore heels and lipstick. She walked in like she never left. She didn't even look at Chief Otunbo. Someone whispered, Who's that man outside? Oh, that's just the old uncle living with them, Dio joked. Everyone laughed. Chief Otunbo heard it. Musa came to him with a chair. Sir, you want to come in? No, he said, you sure? Yes. The music got louder. People danced. The air was filled with food smells and loud laughter. He looked up at the sky. He remembered the year Dio was born. The joy, the tears in Remy's eyes. The way she had held his hand. Now she was holding someone else's. Musa sat beside him. Sir, are you okay? I've seen enough. Should we go now? Not yet. Later that night, when the guests were gone and the music stopped, Chief Otunbo stood up. He walked inside slowly. The living room was messy with empty bottles and leftover food. Remy was on the couch, laughing with the new man. She looked up and frowned. Why are you staring? This is still my house, he said calmly. The man laughed. Not anymore, old man. Dio stood nearby. What are you even doing here? Nobody invited you. I know, he said, but you're still my son. Not after the way you let us suffer, Dio said. Chief Otunbo nodded. He turned to Remy. Enjoy the party, she smirked. We already did. He walked back to his room and locked the door. That night, he made one final call to his lawyer. It's time, he said. Tomorrow morning, bring all the papers. Quietly. Yes, sir. Chief Otunbo lay on his bed and smiled. They thought he was finished. But tomorrow would change everything. At 6:30 a.m., a black car stopped in front of the house. 3 men in suits stepped out. Chief Otunbo's lawyer, his estate manager, and his banker. They didn't knock on the gate. Musa had already opened it for them. Inside the living room, Dio was still asleep on the couch. Remy was brushing her hair in front of the mirror. Lara was scrolling through her phone. The man with the red jeep was in the kitchen, eating bread. They didn't notice the men walking in with brown envelopes. Musa knocked on Chief Otunbo's door. Sir, they're here. He came out wearing a clean white shirt. His beard was trimmed. He looked like the man he used to be. Remy blinked when she saw him. What's going on? She asked. Chief Otunbo didn't answer. He sat at the dining table. The lawyer placed the documents on the table. Here's everything, sir. Company papers, property list, bank records, all untouched. Remy stood. Wait, what is this? The estate manager said. All 12 properties are still in your name, sir. No transfer was made. We've also kept your shares in all companies active. Your business empire is intact. Dio sat up straight. Lara's mouth opened. The man with the red jeep slowly walked out of the kitchen. Chief Otunbo finally spoke.
I was never broke. I just wanted to see who would stay when the money was gone. The room went silent. Remy tried to laugh. You're joking, right? You mean all this time? You left without a word, he said. You walked into another man's arms like I was nothing. It was a mistake, she whispered. Dio stood up. Dad, we were just scared. We thought you sold my father's watch. I didn't mean you called me this man. Lara started crying. We're sorry. Chief Otunbo looked at Musa. This man, he said, pointing, washed my clothes, fed me, drove me around. He never asked for anything. He respected me when no one else did. Remy stepped forward. Please, we can fix this. No, he said. You've already shown me who you are. He turned to the lawyer. Begin the final process. The lawyer nodded. Then he looked at his children. I still love you, but love needs truth and respect. He got up. I'll be moving out in 1 hour. Not because I'm running away, but because I don't share roofs with people who only love what I have, not who I am. Then he looked at Musa. You're coming with me. After Chief Otunbo left, the house went quiet. No music, no smell of cooking. No one laughed. Remy sat alone in the living room, holding her phone, calling him again and again. He didn't answer. Lara cried all day. She didn't eat. Dio stared at the wall, thinking about every word his father had said. The man with the red Jeep had vanished. He left that same morning and never came back. Even the housemaid packed her bag and left. No one told her to go. She just felt something had ended. Meanwhile, across town, Chief Otunbo moved into one of his smaller houses, a quiet place with a garden, flowers, and a small dog he used to love before he went broke. Musa followed him, carrying 2 bags. That was all Chief Otunbo took, his old clothes and a folder of papers. He didn't take the TV, the furniture, or even the cars. He left it all behind. That evening, he and Musa sat on plastic chairs outside. I feel free, Chief Otunbo said. You look happy, sir, Musa replied. No more pretending. Are you still going to punish them? No, Chief Otunbo said. I've already seen the truth. That's enough. But what if they come back? They will, he said. But they're not coming for me. They'll come for what they lost. Musa nodded. Back at the old house, Remy called her sister. He tricked me, she said. No, you showed your true self, the sister replied. Remy cried. The next day, Lara sent a message. Daddy, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. No reply. Dio sent one too. Can we talk? I miss you. No reply. Chief Otunbo saw the messages, but he didn't reply. Instead, he called his lawyer again. Transfer everything, business, properties, accounts, to a new will. Musa must be included. Are you sure, sir? The lawyer asked. Yes. Give him a house and a share in my companies. Done, sir. Later that day, Musa said, You don't have to give me anything. I'm not giving it because I have to, Otunbo said. I'm giving it because you deserve it. Musa stood silently. His eyes were full. I'll serve you till the end, he said. Chief Otunbo smiled. No. From today, you're no longer my driver. You're my partner. 3 weeks passed. The house Chief Otunbo left behind was quiet like a graveyard. No more parties, no more visitors. Even the neighbors stopped greeting them. One afternoon, Lara and Dio took a taxi to the new address they had secretly gotten from the lawyer's assistant. They stood outside the gate for an hour, unsure of what to say. Musa opened the gate. "Good afternoon, Uncle Musa," Lara said softly. He looked at them. "Why are you here?" "We want to see our dad." "Wait here." He went inside. Chief Otunbo was watering the flowers. "They are here," Musa said. "Who?" "Your children." Otunbo didn't answer at first. Then he said, "Let them come in." They walked into the compound like strangers. Lara had red eyes. Dio looked thinner. Chief Otunbo sat down and said nothing. "Daddy," Lara said, kneeling, "we are sorry."
Please forgive us.
Dio bowed his head. "I was foolish. I didn't raise you to worship money," Otunbo said. "We know that now," Lara said. "Where's your mother?" he asked. "She left again," Dio said. The other man also threw her out. Otunbo nodded. "You see, people always show their true face when things go wrong." Lara started crying. "We want to come back." "Back to what?" he asked. "Back to you. Back to being a family." He looked at them, his face calm. "I don't hate you," he said. "But I can't trust you the same way again. Trust is like glass. Once it breaks, even when you glue it back, the cracks remain." They looked down. "I will always be your father. I will help you if you fall sick or if you truly need help. But I will not open my doors to people who closed their hearts to me." Dio swallowed hard. "So, what happens now?" "You go back and think. Don't live your life chasing money. Respect people, even when they have nothing. That's real wealth." Lara nodded slowly. Musa brought them drinks. They sat for a few more minutes, then stood up to leave. As they walked away, Chief Otunbo didn't stop them. He just watched, then turned back to his flowers. Months passed. Chief Otumbo's small house was peaceful. Musa and he worked together, building a new life quietly. Sometimes the phone rang. Calls from lawyers or business partners. Other times, silence. One afternoon, the phone rang. It was Lara. "Daddy, I want to come visit." He smiled but said nothing. A week later, she arrived alone. They sat outside under the shade of a big tree. "I want to learn, Daddy," she said. "Not just about business, about life." Chief Otunbo looked at her. "You have to unlearn some things first," he said. She nodded. "You see, money can disappear overnight. But respect, kindness, honesty, those are things no one can take away." She wiped her eyes. "Can you teach me?" "Yes," he said. "And Dio?" "He has to find his own way." She looked down. Chief Otunbo stood and walked to his small office. He pulled out a notebook and a pen. "Let's start here," he said, handing it to her. "Write everything you learn." She smiled. Musa brought tea. "Life begins when you stop pretending," Chief Otunbo said softly. Lara looked at him. I'm ready.
Outside, the sun was setting. The air smelled fresh. A new story had just begun. We have come to the end of this story, guys. Please comment in the comment section what you've learned so far in this story. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please join us as we keep these timeless stories alive. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications bell so you never miss a new tale.